quarterback, I mean, everybody knows the energy he brings, his motor, the way his engine, and the way he works. But, at the same time, it's a process. And, not only is it about, camp right now, it's about down the road and being healthy for the season and then, having that durability lasting the season. So we know how bad he wants to be out there, but at the same time, he has to take care of himself, get to 100%, and then be available for the team.
Just knowing how many years you've had in the league, how are you kind of tempering that where you need to get ready but also be careful not going too hard?
Say it one time?
Just considering how many years you've had in the league, how are you tempering needing to get ready but also making sure you have enough for the season?
It's all about being smart. Obviously, it's training camp. We're going to come out, we're going to work hard every day, we're going to run hard every day. But at the same time, away from, being on the field and away from meetings, you got to take care of your body. You got to make sure, at the beginning of the day, you start at 100%. Obviously, you knock down with the exercise and all that stuff, the workouts. So whatever it takes between the end of that time and the next day, you got to prepare yourself to get back as close as you can to that 100%. You never really fully reach it, but, there's nothing stopping you from still trying to reach it each and every day to get back up being 100.
Sorry. You look at your career. If I told you when you first started, way back when with the Vikings, that this is how your career would have gone, would that surprise you in any way?
As far as what?
What's that?
As far as what exactly? Just in general?
Yeah.
Maybe the injuries, yeah. But as far as just, lasting and, making a this point in my career, it's something that I set out for myself. I work hard to get to this point, stay at this point. So as far as that aspect, no. But in terms of other things, yes.
Jerick, what is given the way the league is operating right now,
yeah.
You've had multiple contracts, you've played in multiple teams. From your perspective, what is interesting right now to you about how the running back market is going in the league? And I guess what is most frustrating, given you've been obviously in those negotiations as a running back?
It's very tough. The running back position is a lot of demand on that position. As far as running the ball in between tackles, taking that beating. Nowadays, basically turning into a receiver out the backfield, pass blocking, no protections. So definitely in that aspect, the position's along the way been devalued because it's such a passing league. When you step back and look at it, it's definitely something that should be more valued than what it is. And as far as the contract situations, I guess it's kind of based on the market, so it's kind of hard to really say how that happens. It's at every position every year. It fluctuates. You got a guy who gets paid this much, he sets the market. Everybody kind of gets the contract off of that guy. This year it's been kind of difficult. The top running backs being franchise tagged, so when the top guys get franchise tagged, that's the ceiling. So everybody else falls under that. So as far as the guys getting franchise tag, I feel them on that side. They put in their work, they pay their dues. They're looking for a payday, a long term, some guarantee. It's just one of those things that it's kind of bittersweet about the game and the business part. When it comes down to that.
Jared, Patrick Mahomes basically.
I've been looking to see you too. How you doing?
No, I am so happy. But Patrick basically called you Yoda.
Yeah.
Like you can even call the plays. You know so much. You've studied so much. How do you feel you and Patrick have evolved in a way that allows that to happen? And do you feel that's an essential part of what you do, adding that wisdom to the offense?
Definitely. Just having my quarterback background, college, and then playing, like you said, playing in multiple systems, and being able to see the overall view of the offense, not just from running back position. It definitely benefits me coming into the game and being on the same page with Patrick. I think last year definitely showed being on the same page, hooking up multiple times, touchdowns here and there. So I definitely think it benefited. So for me, it's about, taking what I learned and, trying to trickle it down to the younger guys and help them understand, the overall view so that, no matter who's in there, it's the same result.
But do you feel like Yoda?
I feel young. I still got the juice. I don't know about Yoda. Well seasoned.
Jerick, you still got the juice. I wonder what you think it took to get through that period of the injuries and at the increasing age at the time. I mean, what inside you do you think drove that?
Just my will, heart. That's not a tough injury to come back from. You've seen guys come back better than before. You've seen some guys come back not better than before. So, that's just a testament to will. God believing in God. Family, friends, close ones, my teammates. And everybody, just contributing power into me and just being a driver motivator, a motivation.
Can you say you're surprised by what happened since that you were able to?
Nah,
Have all this happened since then?
Nah. I put that work in, I came back, and everything else is just a reflection of, you know, the work that I put in back then.
Joe, what's Patrick like in meetings and offensive meetings? I mean, how much is he getting up?
Essentially, he's a coach. I don't know if y'all seen group install. You know, sometimes he stops the whole practice just to get, you know, what he wants, what he's envisioning, you know, across into the receivers. It's the same way in meeting, same way in walkthrough. So he definitely has that freedom, control within the offense, and then, you know, just his leadership. You know, everybody knows how big that is when he's out there, his presence and stuff like that.
What kind of things with content? Like, what kind of things does he say? I imagine it's not just like what plays.
It's more of how he expects to want things to be done. So more of communication, so there's no miscommunication. You know, everybody knows when there's miscommunication, nothing good happens from that. So it's just about, you know, being outspoken, make sure everybody's on the same page, and come out and execute.
Last one here.
Charles was talking about being excited for the pads to come on, the physicality, things like that. As a running back, are you as excited for the pads to come on, or?
I mean, yeah, that's what it's about. We're gonna run the ball. I don't know if y'all been seeing the last couple of days. I've probably had like 4 runs. So the pass coming on means we're gonna get to touch the ball a little bit more. The guys up front, we're gonna get some push. It's gonna be some real competition in the trenches, and then we get to see what all the guys do with the ball in their hands, and then get to see what the linebackers do. The safeties come down, what they get to do, and it's gonna be fun. We get to real football now.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.